he seems to fumble in his pockets, slaps something on his neck. There's still some blood, but he's not
gushing.
He's not gushing. He appears to have applied some sort of fast-acting coagulant first aid patch, something, and kept the presence of mind to actually do it.
Does he look like he's going to be a problem?
No.
Okay.
It's not. He looks like he will survive.
Okay.
In as much as that is a problem, you would. I mean, he's not guaranteed.
Yeah.
But if he hadn't done that, he would bleed out almost
yeah.
certainly before any help arrives. Okay, Henry. That's right. We were talking about your thing. What is Henry doing about the problem with the security guards?
I am pointing the crossbow at them, but not shooting them. Just let us pass, and you don't have to die.
Okay, that's that. Threads grab the radio and
I'll be
all
using
that
a
stuff.
voice as well.
Hugo is heading. Is Hugo staying in Bear or?
He can stay in Bear because he has to drag someone around.
Hugo's pretty
He's a
beefy.
pretty
He's
big
not.
guy.
I mean, he doesn't.
So
have,
I think
he's
at
only
this-
2 strength.
DeWitt is unconscious.
So at this point, I think like
I think Hugo's got a strength of 3.
Yeah, but if he stays in Bear form, he has a strength of 7, so he can actually run.
yeah, but we're trying to get out of this room though. So yeah, I'm gonna say Hugo.
Bear's good at running.
Yeah, well,
Bear's really fast.
You know, is there an open? Do we still get an open to like a basement stairwell or something?
You can take the path that you took to get out.
Takes a turn
Back through the hallway, back through the Great Hall, back through the catering area,
So I have the.
down through the boiler room.
I just have the instinct. I think to follow Gwynfelin. Where's she going?
Okay. Okay. So you're just gonna
Both Hugo and Will, I think, have the instinct to follow Gwynfelin.
And I'm trying to usher Gwynfelin to the
Yes,
base.
you are trying to usher Gwynfelin. Okay.
She's gonna punch you in the
shot.
face. You know this, right?
You drop it. You grab the
gonna punch
stuff.
in the
Just tell me
face.
what rolls are actually. You're following Gwynfelin. Gwynfelin, seeing that you aren't charging, seeing that happen, gives kind of a, all right, and cocks her head that way and begins not just walking, but not celerity fast, striding down the hallway towards the Great Hall.
Towards the Great Hall. She's going that way.
Which brings us over to that hallway. You draw the crossbow on these 2 security guards.
Daunt is up, by the way.
Daunt is up? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Real
So
quick,
it's even-
I'm gonna say. Okay, I'm sorry. There's 2 security guards. Seeing there's already a big Masquerade breach. He was gonna revert back to human form, and he's gonna fireman carry what?
It takes a full round to turn back to human form, doing no action.
That's fine.
Well, I'm trying to. Okay.
Also, this would be like
at the moment, everyone who could try to kill you is dead. So we're stepping out of beat by beat.
Facial recognition's also a concern.
That is also a concern. Okay.
Okay, so I guess Hugo's gonna wander in the bear form until he can't
Alright.
fit anywhere, until like there's a group of people.
Alright, so I believe this is going to be a charisma plus intimidate. Manipulation would also work, but obviously
It's fine. I just, man out of bear form will be easier for us to get out of here.
We're going through the basement. So
at some point he'll need to shift out of bear form.
Yeah.
The bear
Yeah.
can't go through the bear can't climb down the ladder that leads to the boiler room.
Okay, so that's 2 dice there for.
And I think you get your presence as well as with John, unless John specifies it.
No, Dawn actually uses the same effect, so 3. So I'm gonna use manipulation because I like that better. So it's 3
Yeah,
from
that's
there,
fine.
3 from there. Suck it out. Okay, that will be 4 successes.
Okay.
That should be correct. So that's 3, 6, 7. Yeah, that's correct.
Okay, so they put their hands up. You can see that one of them was reaching for the taser at his hip. One look at you and he thinks better of it, along with the sheer strangeness of the situation. They both begin backing off down a side hallway towards a gallery of 18th century Dutch art.
Correct.
You can hear them saying, "Guy with a crossbow is in Hall West 2." Into their radios.
I think hearing that, Will's gonna discard the crossbow.
Don't discard the crossbow.
We're
It's
escaping the
evidence.
building.
We're escaping the building. Keep the crossbow with you.
Wait, that's such a huge identifiable mark.
Don't worry, don't sweat it.
We're
don't
escaping
sweat it,
from the
don't sweat it.
basement.
Drop the crossbow, take the cannoli.
Don't drop the crossbow. There's no cannoli.
It was me. I ate the cannoli.
Okay. There is no one at the moment trying to kill you. You killed the TAC officers.
Don't
Dylan
drop
killed the waitress. You have DeWitt. The waiter, 50-50. Who knows?
The waitress.
Waitress is dead.
Dead. Okay.
Mangled, dead.
She ate her soul, didn't she?
Gwendolyn is enjoying the
That's
joy
only a
of Hunger
vampire
Zero.
thing.
Yo, good for her.
Or at least she was until she had to make some rounds. Actually, she might still be enjoying the. Is she enjoying the thrill of Hunger Zero? Yes, she is. Gwendolyn is still at Hunger Zero.
Oh God.
So, the whole lot of you head out the way you came. There's no other way to describe this scene other than bizarre. Regardless of the bear form thing. There are still a few bees clinging to DeWitt. The swarm has kind of dissipated. Unless you want to use your call the blood and bring the swarm to you as king of the bees. Or
No,
something.
no. That's.
I'm
I'm interested in being invisible.
Your internal hive will repopulate
Correct.
naturally over the span of a couple of nights.
When does Hugo de-verify?
Hugo he will have to de-verify probably to get down into the basement. Those stairs are a little more narrow. So it'll be a lot easier to carry DeWitt down.
Oh, so at this point they get scared up by Gwynthillin, and then they just like they don't see Hugo get the bear carrying the unconscious
some
man.
people. So as you head through it, there are still you see some people who were kind of farther into the deeper core. They have not completed the evacuation. The evacuation is ongoing. There are people doing traffic. Please step out. Don't be alarmed. For your own safety, please exit through the main hall. And if you guys want to wait somewhere for everyone to evacuate so you're not seen, that is an option. But if you want to get out of here with all due speed, people are going to see you.
We need the goddamn. He's a fucking bear. How do we fucking frame this thing? Can he?
No, just have him fucking shit.
He can change back. That's not a problem.
Okay. Can we establish it?
Let's
Okay,
not-
Hugo, seeing that he's a bear.
We'll check in with him what he wanted to do anyway. It is
Don't
not material.
overcomplicate it ourselves. He'll complicate it enough for us.
Fair.
We'll ask
Just
Sam what
ask
he wanted
to
to do
do-
when he comes back. It does not materially change what happens next. If you guys want to, so the motley crew of the six of you are seen.
Yeah.
There is one more situation where security tries to stop you. This will be a couple of the couple more security guys. Seeing that you are not exiting the Great Hall out the main entrance, seeing as you're going back to the catering, saying, "Folks, please, you gotta go this way." Gwynthillin does the thing. She points the sword at him, says, "Leave us be," and you can feel power in her voice. She isn't just using the force of her fallacy. She's calling. You can sense her calling on the blood. And these guys just they melt away.
I don't get paid. I'm not getting paid enough for this.
Something like that.
Yeah.
I value my own life enough to ignore everything that is going on.
Certainly when she's using that particular amalgam, yes. So at that point, you guys are able to make your way back through the catering area, back into the basement, down through the boiler room, into the tunnels.
He remembers the code to unlock the door to get in.
You have the door. You can always get out,
Okay.
but you also have. But you guys.
I don't think we're coming back here. I
Yeah.
hope no. Okay.
Question: Does she? Question: Me walking up next to her, deploying my claws. Does that gesture of me willing to go hard to go double team this guy? Do it? Does it signify anything?
Make a charisma plus brawl check.
Is Will flirting with Gwendolyn? Is that what
Well,
I'm here?
no, but he's trying to impress that in this moment in this wild moment he's man.
Trying to make
That is a very pretty lady. The lady in the stock photo is very hot. I'm not going to lie to you guys.
She's reasonably attractive, and whatever she doesn't have an attractiveness, she makes up with presence.
And also,
Will can appreciate a strong woman.
And she is.
she is a few thousand years older than you, sir.
He likes-
This is a bad decision.
Hey, man,
With a
hey, man.
December romance.
Hey man, all right. Okay, so charisma plus. I don't know. It's like it's a thing. I don't know. He's like saying that like we're in this weird. We're for whatever this ends up afterwards. We're in a fuck situation.
Yeah.
I'm down to go take some.
I mean, she definitely
spill
noticed-
some blood with you.
She
China.
definitely noticed that you were ready to go charge that guy when she withdrew.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go. So charisma plus brawl. You said?
Yes.
No addition of blood. Okay, cool. It's just.
I mean, when you use your hunger die. It's not. You
Sorry, okay.
always use your
So,
hunger dice unless I
yeah,
tell
so,
you
so
what.
okay, so prison. I have 4 brawl,
Which
is
means you may opt to not.
Wait, let me do some math here. Okay, so 3 charisma, 4 brawl, like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Am I missing a fucking die? What's
What are we
happening?
thinking?
He's trying to make an impression on Gwendolyn.
Go.
So wait, so that is 3. So that's 7 die. That maths up actually, because that's that maths up because I need to replace the blood die otherwise. So this is 7, including the blood die. So that's the hunger die. So, all right.
Roll it.
All right. Ooh, I got a few things. 1, 2, 3, 4 successes, 2 of which are 10s. So that's not on the blood die, so that doesn't mean.
So that's 4 successes, 6 successes then.
Yes.
Okay, because they do.
Critical.
Okay.
In pairs, they count double. So a pair of crits is 4 successes.
Yeah. So what? 1, 7, 1, 7, 1, 10, 1, 10. So that's okay. That's 6 out of
Okay.
6 out of 7 die.
All right. You know that you have that you exchanged that moment when she recalled everyone, but she definitely gave you a look and filed. You could say she was filing that moment away.
Gotcha. She saw I was willing. Yeah.
You were willing to jump into the fray. At her side, and that counts for something.
Armed hunter. This is an issue. Yeah.
Okay, so it is. Once you guys have made a couple of turns in the sewers, she will basically call a halt and say, "We need to let's gather ourselves for a moment. I think we're pretty safe down here."
Sorry, out of character. I just realized something. Security cameras in the museum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck me. Okay.
They have your face now. They don't
They
have
have a few of our
mine.
faces.
They don't have mine.
What do you mean they have yours?
I was wearing mirror shades, medical mask, drawn up hoodie,
Right.
nitrile gloves. They don't even have my skin tone.
They just know you're a fucking weirdo.
They just know I'm a weirdo with
They
a
can
crossbow that's
associate
average
the person
height.
there with every other
So-
time you use that disguise in the future.
So real quick though. Okay. So god damn it. All right. I'll just do a third face then.
Also, if you've ever appeared with the rest of us,
It's a noble effort. We'll see how it goes. Part of this game is the British surveillance culture and how fucked up it is. So
Oh wait. So sorry. Just I'm on this calculation. Mirror, hoodie, and shades. Did you automatically? Do you have that weird? Is that Lasombre or did like
no,
do
he's probably he is at least probably if there was a security camera pointing at the corner where the 2 tack guys were murdered, he's on that footage.
And then Threads is there too. Is on some footage as well, right?
Threads is on anywhere that he
I
was
am
walked up in front
hoping
of a camera.
that Gwendolyn lived in this place.
Yes.
She is.
And so,
There's a lot-
to me, that says, and it was Elysium.
Mm-hmm.
It was targeted as Elysium, which means that there is probably, in my mind, I would assume, some level of control over the security system already.
Footage
Fair.
shows
To
bye-bye.
maintain, yeah.
Fair. Okay, so we're. Okay,
To
so we're.
maintain-
You
the
can
Masquerade.
bring that up, like, Will can fret about that all he wants. You can also ask Gwendolyn about it.
All right, so we halt. So I guess like this. So she. Okay, so we halt. She says we need to split up from here. I said to her, a lot of cameras in that place.
Yes.
A lot of cameras in that place. That gonna not have a record later in the evening.
Under normal circumstances, something like that would be difficult but not impossible to
Cover up.
cover up. You'd be surprised how many people try to nick things out of the British Museum, and it's best if it gets dealt with privately over the years. This takes us into somewhat uncharted territory. That level of violence is not something that has been seen in there in probably 40 or 50 years.
Sorry.
Those were police officers. That was not just police officers, that was a tactical firearms unit. I know that at least that lets me rule out the Arcanum as the people that have had their interest in me. They don't. They're scholars. They're investigators. They don't come charging in with. They don't bring backup with automatic weapons. So at least we can cross them off the list. They were there. They were waiting. They had undercover agents planted at the party, and someone off-site with a backup plan in case matters escalated.
They got descriptions out of the Nosferatu, at least.
Quite possibly. Depends upon a lot of factors. There is a great deal. There are many strings that can be pulled. I wasn't hiding in the British Museum because it was not a place of power for me. I have influence. People I can call. Most of the managing curator staff will do what they are told. The question is, what will the men with guns do? Unless that was literally the entire cell. And Jen glances at the very unconscious DeWitt. And he is the last of his brave little company.
Yeah.
Which I very much doubt. There are loose ends.
Sorry, can we say that Hugo at this point, before entering the sewer, has reverted back to humanoid form?
He would have had you climb down the ladder.
Is there anything going on the web?
You get... It's hard to... The web is always kind of hard to read. You do get these weird psychic... Okay, so here's what you're getting. Is that every once in a while, you'll get these weird pulses of red and blue light out of the corner of your eye, or maybe in front. You will hear the momentary flash of a siren. Happens enough times, you realize that what you are getting are little snippets of sensorium data from people outside the British Museum, where there are emergency vehicles, cop cars, lights and sirens is what the web is sending you.
Lights and sirens, noise outside the museum. It's so loud.
Well, a fire alarm and a Tier 1 theft alarm will do that. This will have raised a great deal of mortal interest. Damage control is going to be paramount. I am afraid that I have taken a loss tonight.
Taking a less tragic event that we must discuss. You have a cap we want. I can get you out of the country if you want. What
I need, first and foremost, is for Anne to decide that I am not a problem that needs solving with the Red Fist.
I'll put in a good word.
Hear me out. Hear me out. We have a mutual enemy here. We have hunters encroaching on the. We have hunters encroaching. This may be a common ground you two could have that could get the heat up from her off you. A thought. We'll see how this goes, but a thought nonetheless.
An option. I know Anne's sheriffs. They are competent.
And
There's a lot of ways this could be going right now, depending upon the size of the threat. At the lower end, it's something the sheriffs can handle. They got lucky. We certainly kicked their teeth in, showed them that we are not something to be trifled with, even if they have state-of-the-art weapons, gear, tactics. They're mortals. They bleed and they die. They might, and I have seen this, that those losses might have been sufficient to get them to back off. You bloodied them very badly. And they can't just sleep it off like we can. Mortals could be weak. They can reconsider the passion of their crusade at the prospect of actually having to bury their friends and associates. On the other hand, this can inflame them. You won't know how that goes yet.
From my readings of the Inquisition, this seems a bit poorly planned for a hunter attack.
I don't think they were... Sending in the reinforcements was a poor move on their part. I don't think they realized how... the depth of our response.
Our song was improvised.
So was theirs.
They were here for someone else.
I suspect they were here for me. They've... Like I said, they've been watching the building for weeks now. I haven't been able to effectively slip the net. But I've repelled... They've been trying to get in. I have... there have been forged credentials, unknown visitors. Security is good. They've been escorted out thus far. And so it kind of had reached a stalemate. They had their eyes on all the doors and exits, but they couldn't get any farther past them. Siege. I suspect they were trying to gather information using the cover of the party to get assets farther inside than they'd been able to previously. It's a good approach.
Absolutely. Luckily, we were there to protect you, though.
They should have run at the first sign of trouble.
Oh, absolutely. They didn't know what they were doing.
No, they didn't. Which is always an advantage we have when these kinds of things happen.
Well, and we didn't know what we were dealing with when we entered the museum. We had heard all sorts of stories about you, and it's glad to see that you've still maintained your allegiance to the cult after all these years.
Do not mistake that I have honored that I've honored the charge I was given with allegiance to Mithras. This has been a shackle as much as it has been a prize.
How so?
It weighs on me. I could have abandoned this at any... It has been 80 years since that bastard... Yeah, she says it. She's pissed. She's feeling great. 80 years since that bastard went up in smoke. And I still look out for this. I'm still doing him a fucking favor. Because I can't let it go. I can't let that time go. I would be better off without it entirely. Without him, but that's not what happened.
Threads really needs that hat.
And if you can get me Anne's favorability... Oh, sorry.
Out of character.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That was interior monologue, so I get it.
Yeah.
Yes, he does really want that hat.
How about we work out a charter for what we do for you within our power, and the offer of the cap.
We just saved her life and got her out of the museum. She owes us everything.
I owe you quite a bit.
Right, and your recent comments of Mithras and the burden that you feel from our Lord, who has given you life beyond your wildest, beyond anyone's dreams. Your success, your victories, your personal triumphs are all directly dependent on His grace, which still flows through your blood even after His alleged passing.
You've done me a great service tonight.
Yes. And we hope to do more, reminding you of what the greatness of our Lord.
You want to be... You have a charge you need to discharge. I have a charge I want discharged.
Understood.
Let's come to an accord. I agree. Let's negotiate.
You can keep an eye on the hat.
No.
Okay.
Excellent negotiating.
We can discuss the terms later. Right now, what time is it?
At this point, it is probably 1 a.m. or so.
How far in terms of? Are we taking a storm drain or a sewage drain? Like where are we?
You're in a reasonably sized tunnel.
Right now.
Yeah.
Right now, right now we all need to get out of here. I think we're a ways away, but I think we should get further away. We will discuss later. I guess, and Will's gonna hand her his BlackBerry. If you can, we'll discuss later and put something in here when you feel comfortable for us to communicate with.
Do you have a backup haven or not? If we can get one.
I have being temporarily denied the museum is a shame. It is a more than an inconvenience, less than a mortal blow. I have not lived 2,000 years by having one haven and being flushed from it. That would have gotten me killed back in the Roman times. I need to reconnect with my allies, my assets, do as much damage control as I can with the museum. I'll hold on to this for the time being. If I remember correctly, Anne should be having a gala in the next week or so. I'm a little disconnected, but she has these. She's very reliable in that venture way of tradition.
She
would never dream of having it on anything other than the new moon, and I'm pretty sure the new moon is coming up.
So, may we...
Tell you what. If I can show my face at that party and not have to worry about my neck, I'll give you the cap there.
So I will pull out 2 pieces of paper and begin writing down terms.
Oh, Jesus, no. She doesn't say, oh, Jesus. No. Stop.
Heinrich. Later. Not while we're standing in poop. Lord, man. All right. So Will's gonna. Well, but he actually does this. Will takes a piece of. Actually, but then
why is she afraid to sign contracts to her word? Has her
because we're Dave.
She's a Bruja. You just asked the fucking local biker gang.
We're also in the middle of
a character.
We're also in the middle of a sewer. I think we should discuss. We should cement terms later.
I'm writing on one of the cases, like while we're walking.
he's gonna. Will at this point is gonna.
I do like it every time Henry acts like a fucking weirdo.
It is fun. Will at this point though is gonna take the pen and paper from his hand, write down his phone number to his BlackBerry, give it to her, contact. If whatever you feel, contact me here if you feel comfortable. You have your methods. Take this just in case.
I will put myself conveniently close to the party location. If it's safe, contact me. Tell me to come on up. I'll bring the cap. We'll do it right there.
All right.
And you can go your way. I will go mine.
You said that our master went up in a puff of smoke. Did you actually see this?
No.
Why do you believe this is true?
Because I saw the crater that it was left the next evening. Have you been anywhere near the detonation of a bomb of that magnitude dropped from a military plane?
No, he was actually there. Is the real question.
I'm sorry, but you can't know this for sure. I am sure of many things about you. You know how I cannot fathom how powerful he is, and really, but I know what we can do, and from what I've heard from you, and what I witnessed from whatever strange phenomenon was beamed into my skull, into my mind, you can't know that. We have served you. He is fathoms older than you. We don't know. We cannot be sure.
She seems to lose a bit of her characteristic Bruja steam at that. And why hasn't he made it? He never shied away from. It was not his nature to go hiding. He loved the limelight, the leadership. He was prince of the city in all but name, because he felt prince was an inadequate title for him. Let's say he survived. Where is he? Why does he not rule the city? Why does he let his grandchild call the shots?
Maybe this is what we've been charged to figure out. I'm not sure.
There are theories we can have.
I don't ever want to see him again, and I hope I never do.
No,
and if doing this deal facilitates my exit from all of this. If I've lost as much as I fear I might have just lost, then I will happily shove this in your hands, and I don't even know where. France, maybe. France was very nice 100 years ago. Maybe that again. It will take decades to rebuild, but it's been done before.
We will figure this out in a week. But I wanted to ask you one more thing. You mentioned, I think real quick, out of character, roll back a little bit. She mentioned about two, when I was asking her about like the Sabbat, the claim of him going, about him going Sabbat. She mentioned two Sabbat being invited into his realm, right?
Yes.
Will's gonna say, is bringing that up, saying, two children of the eldest did this to me. He's gonna pull down his sleeve and show his scars, and then lift up his teeth. You said, were they the Cosmines? I need to know this.
I do recognize that. They always kept a low profile, but it was I thought it was very brazen of the way they simply showed up. But they did.
And
they got a private audience with Mithras, and when the private audience was done, he said they would be, their presence would be tolerated, given certain conditions were met. The conditions, and that stayed the status quo until there was no more Mithras, and the Cosmines have not poked their heads sufficiently above water since. Now that we're not when London became a Camarilla city, I imagine they got a lot more paranoid. But I don't think they've left either.
thank you.
Are you their victim or their child or both?
What do you think?
And
he's showing the scars on his along his arm.
All right then. No.
Frankly, I think it's usually both with the children of the eldest, but that's just me.
For what it's worth, you probably could curry enough favor with Anne to get them put on the damn red list. And as far as I'm concerned, they have it coming.
Oh no, they I don't care if it's. I don't care. Oh no, they will. They will. And he's gonna point up to the sky. Claw extends. They will, and there's a retracted back in.
Why does the hat sing?
Yeah.
Because there's potent ancient blood on it. What do you think?
I've been contemplating that for 1,000. Well, not 1,000. Okay, she only did. I've been contemplating that for centuries. He has this. You knew him for what, a couple of decades?
Yeah.
Maybe. He has this kind of gravity. When you're in his presence, it's magnetic.
Okay.
When you're not in his presence, you're remembering when you were in his presence, and I think it extends to the things that were valuable to him, that were precious.
So if we gathered them all.
No. Do not. I don't know what. No. Let the dead stay dead. Let the final death be final. Do not seek to claim his power in any form. It's not worth it.
The letter. Tell her about the letter.
Okay, I guess.
Well, I guess we're doing
Stride
this
is
now.
taking charge. I guess we'll share the information of the letter.
Who's named the
She, of all the elders we have met, she aligns most with my character's views on Mithras. And so she would be who I would trust the most.
Yeah, at this point, I think he's getting the feel. Will, I think I agree with you too. Will's also getting the feeling that like the resurrection of Mithras may be is also.
I'm
a bad
not saying
thing.
we should trust anybody, but of all of them, I had a vision in her presence, which is incredibly impactful to my character.
We all did. Oh, actually,
Well,
no,
some
I
did.
did.
Some did.
Yeah.
Some opted out.
And you can say no right now, but that's when my character.
Fuck it, let's share
I'm
this.
just letting you know my character trusts her more.
Okay. So she feels the pregnant pause in that moment.
Yeah.
As the eyes dart around.
And
What letter?
when we awoke, and Will's gonna take this. We were given a who's the name of the when we
Shirazi.
awoke. Shirazi gave us a letter.
Shirazi's fucked.
Oh, yeah, really? I couldn't tell.
No, I mean, his he's one of. I made it my home. It was his business, and I think the British Museum is his obsession. He will need.
What was
Much
the-
of his operation is potentially blown if the scrutiny gets too deep and too hard. I will need to make sure to reach out to him.
He might have been their target.
That's until
the
said
hunt-
later. But
the same cell
we were
raided his warehouse.
when we woke.
Well,
Before-
at least we're starting to see the threat a threat emerge. And
Yes, I think. Well, now I'm thinking, and frankly,
if you tease it out correctly, you can turn it into a garrote.
yeah. What the garrote wire? Yeah, as I think about this, we may have them all, but as a different problem to handle. We were given a letter, and we were charged with collecting the 4 or 5 artifacts. The five.
You already had the goblet. You were charged with collecting 4.
With
and
4,
to hold on to the goblet.
we were charged with
Satisfied.
collecting 4 artifacts.
Alright.
We and at this point, and we were told, and once had, we would be extracted. But frankly, we're split here. But we are.
Birmingham? Is that
I think
Edinburgh.
Edinburgh. Well, let's say what city we're going to, because I don't know
what song plays in Edinburgh?
we were told to be extracted to Edinburgh.
Camarilla Prince. Oh yes, Potter Thomas has decided to sit there.
That was he. That is the guy on the letter, right, Thomas?
Yeah, I couldn't think of the name. I'm glad you said it.
If they're moving, deciding to move to Mithraeum, there is a very. I was surprised when I heard that they had chosen a new site. That seems suspiciously like retreat, which is not something is not considered a Mithraic virtue. But they want to gather these old relics. But it could be exactly what it sounds like.
Maybe there's a vein of
I'm
Tiamat.
guessing. Go ahead.
We are. The mystery was always prideful. Tokens are powerful. Symbols are powerful. To leave symbols like this just laying about, to not attempt to gather them would be a acknowledgement of weakness.
I have to. Sorry, go. Do you want to go?
Yes. Perhaps there is something important in Edinburgh. I can't say for certain, but perhaps one of the veins of Tiamat is opened there.
Sorry, veins of Tiamat. Sorry, out of character. Veins of Tiamat.
Yes, veins of Tiamat.
Like a ley line, right?
Yes, these are
Are we
special.
talking about like a nexus of magic here?
This is a blood sorcery thing. The veins
Oh.
of Tiamat.
How much occult does?
That's a good question. No, I'm asking this out of character.
Oh, yeah,
but just my own.
I assume the veins of Tiamat are
No,
some
I
sort
just
of-
because I know
some sort of
ley lines are.
thing.
I know ley lines are a
I have an
thing.
occult of 2.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I have an
I
occult of
think I have an
3.
occult of. Let me.
If you have an occult of 3, you know what they are. If you have an occult of 2, you can make the assumption that
yes.
they are some sort of sacred geometry, ley line, place of power.
Josh,
Yeah.
I'm asking this because because ley lines and just being a weird just weird spiritual belief in real life is also a thing involving in changeling and werewolves. I don't know if there's but vampires' blood magic is separate from that, so that's why I ask.
It's usually separate.
Oh,
but,
veins of Tiamat are their terms for.
Yeah, but
I have a
people
I
have
have
been
a
bleeding into the ground and trying to get power.
Okay, I have a cult too. What
Then you can probably conclude it's some sort of
mystical.
mystical geometry,
Yes.
physical
What-
place of power type deal.
I hate to ask this, but
if it
what
is,
if-
it's something that was secret until very recently,
what if?
the last
and
100 years.
I may be overthinking here, but what if they have moved his body to this place, and that is where they plan to bring him back to this
It
world?
means they've had his body and been able to keep it secret for 80 years.
To be fair, we've kept ourselves secret for a time. That isn't out of the realm of possibility.
That would be a very elaborate charade.
To be fair, we're all part of an already elaborate charade.
Yes, we are very good at that.
So not surprising.
correct.
In groups within in groups, caste within caste, thus is the kindred condition.
Goddamn, I was just trying to thought I was going to ask something unrelated. Oh, maybe that was the thing I was going
If
to say,
I-
actually.
If doing a deal with you severs my last connection to this whole monstrosity, I will do it gladly. But I would caution all of you. You are so young. We're children. I was by his side for millennia. You don't even understand what it means to exist for millennia. I was there. I have been by his side. I was by his side for so long. He is not a thing this world needs.
You know,
I cannot dissuade you from this because I know trying to tell a vampire to dissuade them from trying to accumulate power is pointless. I won't debase myself. I will tell you just once, be like your venture friend and listen to your elders. And I hope to see you at the party.
we'll see you in a week. Take care of yourself.
You do the same. I can sense a fire burns hot in you. For us, that's not always a good thing. Keep it carefully chained, lest you immolate yourself.
Indeed.
She'll go with you guys for a while further until she starts recognizing the tunnel system.
Yep.
Make farewells, and just probably will one last burst of superhuman speed, so you have no idea where she went.
Yeah.
She's gone.
Do we find ourselves into like a outlet to the Thames, or do we get like climb this?
You can go. You have the route back memorized.
Correct.
And
So we have our Nosferatu. He knows the
simple.
tunnel.
I mean,
So you emerge back at Aldwych Station about 2 in the morning.
Yeah.
The web has continued to send you little fragments of the scene. At one point, you've got all of these little red and blue lights blinking in your vision, and you can just kind of psychically tell there is a large crowd gathering outside. Like, it's a big deal. You've got fire, police,
Anything on the radio?
services.
There's a question. I'm sorry.
Let's see.
I just want to interject real quick. Question: when you sent this out, did you specify hunters or just a call for help?
I just said it was in a moment of passion, and it was more of it's not a message, it's a call.
It's a beckoning.
You know what? This was a big incident. News is going to move either way. Like a kindred, like a group of kindred were a group of hunters encroached on a group of kindred. This is going to spread without you being explicit or
Now
not.
you have a very different view of it. Okay, so on the radio, you heard. So while you guys were going through the Great Hall, making your way out, so this would be maybe a minute or two after the encounter. There was one more burst of static, and you heard a voice on the radio say, "Withdraw, going dark." And then
That's extended.
Oh, white noise is calming.
Also, I just realized Damn it! I just realized what I wanted to ask her is fuck it. Can we roll back a little bit?
Sure.
All right. I think
if you had one more question.
Yeah,
one more question.
Rolling back for let's say before the final thing we said we're like when I said take care of
What did you
yourself.
want to ask?
I want to ask. I've been trying to figure this out. Would Anne have any motivation to bring him back or to keep him dead?
If he comes back, Anne would lose everything.
She would, but that power play would be significant. He would.
She would have to gain something of greater value, and I cannot imagine what Mithras could give her now that he couldn't have given her 100 years ago.
All right, and then the rest of that conversation happens. All right.
Yeah.
Let's say as that goes dark, it's a flashback, and then like in his head, like
You're
echoing.
thinking that is echoing in your ears. Anne has more to lose than anyone. Okay, it is.
So maybe we do. So maybe we shift this to where.
So-
okay.
Okay. It's 2 a.m. You have an unconscious DeWitt.
To the cathedral.
What are you doing with him?
We're going to the church basement again and store him there like we did with
We
the.
have one night out that doesn't end when someone tied up in a church basement.
Where the fuck do we put him? Not for
Gag.
in the French
Maybe we're
place?
gagging him very well.
I would be remiss if I didn't offer to take care of this monster.
It's strange phrasing, but I understand what you're saying. I think at this point, like, yes, I think like this isn't controlling this. I think we're gonna like, do we find a car? Like, do we have a van?
Yeah,
We
you
back
get transport.
Yeah. Okay, so we got also make our way back to the van. And
You guys are at this point.
Yeah.
You don't have. No one tailed you through the sewers that you can tell. You're not spotting any drones in the sky. You might feel a little twitchier around London's now common but not yet ever-present CCTV cameras. But you seem to be at your liberty to do as you wish with the rest of the evening.
I imagine Sam would actually might want to deliver him for that thing.
To where?
The sheriff. That was the deal.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
We're delivering to a sheriff. Right.
So Sam will probably want to hold on to him then. So
Yeah,
we
so
are
we'll
going to
leave
end
him
up with
in
the other guy tied up in the basement.
Yeah, so I say like we make. So let's just say I have an idea. Let's just say we'll put. I think I'll do this. We'll put Hugo. Will take off his. Someone take. Let's just say we'll put it. One of us takes off an over like a jacket.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say Will was wearing like a jacket when he came in,
Mm-hmm.
and then like so he's gonna put that over DeWitt. Who I'm guessing is still. He checks his pulse. He's still breathing, right? All right. So him and here we're gonna hold him by his shoulders, Weekend and Bernie style, dragging him like he had a night out and he got super drunk. We're gonna lay him. We're gonna get into the van and drive back to the church and. I guess
the Church of Sir Thomas More.
Saint Thomas More.
St. Thomas More.
we're gonna drive back to St. Thomas More and get him all nice and cozy in the basement.
And this time you have, it's still the middle of the night, but you have enough leftover things to secure him.
Yeah. Gag, of course.
So Gwen Ellen was trapped in the museum,
Yeah.
and we broke her out with a priceless relic that we want, and then we let her go.
Were you
We may
going to
have
stop
made
her?
a very big mistake.
Were you?
David,
We couldn't get out any other way.
David, she's 2,000 years old.
She's
we were
deranged.
not-
She's forgotten the value of family. She said that Queen Anne would gain nothing by her lord coming back. She's forgotten.
Are we in
Mithras'
character
power.
right now?
Always.
Yeah, I figure we're out of character right now.
The more absurd you sound, the more I know you're in character.
That's fair. We're not.
She's clearly being manipulated by forces much more powerful than even Queen Anne. The secrets are everywhere. You have to just follow them back.
Cody, I don't know where you're leaning in terms of anti pro
we are
resurrection,
meant
but
to
it's gonna be
bring
fun as hell when we get later into this with your dad.
I
That's
need
why
the
we're
hat
here.
to make the drugs to bring him back.
Well, and I'm sure she's trying to
I
bring him
can
back
put
as well.
Mithras in everybody.
After 2,000 years of service, she's not
We'll
going to
all
suddenly
see.
pretend like that he is not what the world needs now. Of course, he's always been what the
Anne
world
is going
needs.
to ask me to kill him. I've seen it. I am reading that vision from, I don't know if
I remember,
I
I remember the vision. Yeah. You have no idea if you're interpreting it correctly.
have no idea.
The vision. What was the vision he had with Anne?
Anne with the seal in one hand and the handle of a gun in the other, and saying, "It's justice."
Oh shit. Oh yeah. I don't know how to interpret that either. This is gonna be fun. Ah man.
I think Anne is going to ask.
You had this vision when we met with Anne the first time?
Yeah.
You know, there's a reason why it's called the mystery, because we're figuring this out as we go.
And the gun looked like my gun?
What did the gun look like?
It did not look like that gun in particular.
No.
I was pretty good with this earlier.
It just looked like a nice, big, chunky gun.
I like to think she specifically
We
gave
have
him a
significant
Counter-Strike Eagle
problems.
from
That's what I was thinking.
Source, for whatever the old version is.
The cap was in our
Good old
hand and we let it go.
CS.
Yes.
Sorry, Spot.
Our society works by playing music for each other in a harmony. If we can play the music that she asked us to play, we'll get the cap. I'll wear the cap while making the drugs. And he will return. And you'll be happy.
The
We'll all be
Nosferatu,
happy.
the Nosferatu Warren has the other thing. She has the thing, and the fourth one is out
The seal.
inside the city.
Anne has the seal.
And as a seal, the word has the knife.
What's going on with that one?
We have a meeting with him. I think it's also before the ball.
With you have a call. Jonathan was going to set up, or Nicholas was going to set up a call, like an actual landline phone call between you and DeWord.
Oh, what about the Sri Shant's?
You really don't have anything yet.
Wait,
on
the
that
word
thread.
is the guy, the Nosferatu that owns the.
The underworld.
Yeah.
He's got.
We've also deployed
Bainbridge.
a mole.
You sent Z in
Yeah.
to go get it.
But isn't there? There's one other item, isn't
And
there?
I'm
Yes.
sure it will simply show up on your
Yeah.
The
on your
seal.
board.
Yeah.
Anne
Anne
gave
has
me
the
the
seal,
seal when
the
she
ring.
asked me to kill Gwen.
Sri Sansa's ring.
Gwenthel
That's
or
the last
Mithras?
one.
Okay.
So
Mithras is dead.
Yes,
Sri
well,
Sansa is
sorry,
a
yeah.
Tremere.
Question out of character. What is he pro resurrection or is he pro using that blood to make?
I'm
to do
pro
what?
making drugs.
Okay.
He's on the side of
Okay,
drugs.
so he doesn't get. Okay, so
Focus.
so Threads doesn't give a shit about whether he comes back or not. He just wants to use the
Mithras
blood.
was always the only reason I was with the cult is because it allowed me to make my drugs. Because I'm trying to turn everybody onto the cobweb and connect them all together.
It's very funny how closely this is to the weird Gehenna cult things Hugo has going on because they're not as incompatible as I think we think
And
they are.
I have
all
learned
connected.
that the goblet makes good drugs. And it has magic.
Is that-
And the hat has the same magic.
Does
in it.
everyone being psychic ghouls count as the Gehenna scenario? Does everyone being psychically connected ghouls count as like a Gehenna scenario?
It's certainly.
I mean, that literally is what Malcolm does in the one scenario he wins in. Is
Yeah.
He turns everyone into the Madness Network.
There's a module where Malcolm's back?
In the Vampire End of Days book, there's a whole bunch of different scenarios regarding if you want to do an End of Days thing, and one of them was, a lot of VH Ghoulagans come back. Malcab is one of them, and he drives everyone insane.
Yes,
Gotcha.
he takes the form of a bunch of creepy British children.
Wait, what does the eldest take the form of then? Because he's also...
A dragon.
Oh, just a dragon?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't think...
Sansa's ring.
Which one's Sri Sansa?
The Tremere. You don't really know a lot about Sri Sansa
Okay.
yet. That's
Know his child is Bainbridge, correct?
Bainbridge is the Tremere Primogen.
Yeah, but they're connected, correct? I thought they were. I thought they were associates.
They're associates. I mean, with the Tremere, everyone in theory reports directly to the Primogen in a formal relationship.
That was the region, not the primitive.
So
But the
Sri
region.
Sansa is in theory Bainbridge's subordinate.
Yeah. So we might.
Do we have any way to talk to her? Do we have any contacts there
Him.
yet?
I think it's right.
Sri Sansa's you're right.
Sri Sansa's a man.
Yes.
Names that end in A are women's names. Sorry. Inherent bias.
So,
Sorry, I'm
So he has the ring.
This one take a picture of
We've
Sleeves.
met his
His manager.
boss.
manager.
His boss.
I'm
We have
saying,
not set up a call.
but his manager doesn't hate me, doesn't value me. So, maybe I can get a call going. I do have a pretty good collection of occult resources for. So maybe I can discuss with him.
Does he know your wife?
We're talking Sri Sansa still?
Bainbridge. Let's hope he values what I can offer more than he values not having the ire of Lady Beeford.
Why do the kind go after the places where Mithras was stored?
They fear his return.
Oh, no, they showed up where the goblet was. They showed up where the hat was.
And they fear his return. Or
Have you shown them the
Maybe
letter? Have you shown anyone the letter?
No.
Hey, Josh.
Did you show them the letter?
I've
Who
never
has
seen
the
the
letter?
Did we get,
Who has
how
the
much
letter?
XP did we get?
I've never seen
You
the letter.
took the letter.
I don't have the
You
letter.
You
You
took the letter.
get 2
Can-
every session.
Do you have
I-
a session? Okay.
think
Josh, who has the letter?
I'd be the most
Want it
interested in
more.
having the letter. I like documentation.
I know he has the goblet.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, it strikes me as you would
So
have.
you have the letter.
Yeah.
It is
So-
plausible for. It's very
So
plausible
they've
for
seen
Henry
the
to have
letter? Is that what you're asserting?
No, but I'm saying that there are threads between everything.
They're following us.
There are no coincidences. They were there before.
They were there before we got in.
They were there before. We did not know we were going to be there.
Right.
Unless
So how are they getting in front of us?
they would have had to be part of the catering unit for weeks. It's not us they're in front of. We're merely floating along a river.
It's a letter.
They probably know about Anne's event. If we have Gwenthelen show up at that event with another one of the items where it's a bad idea. The Warrens are pretty much the only defendable spot. What time? It's 2 in the morning right now?
2 in the morning.
How far is it to Sri Sansa's house? Or
You have no
wherever
idea
she
where
is?
Sri Sansa's
We don't
house
even
is.
know where she is.
He.
He. I'm never going to get that
It's
right.
okay, that's fine. It
How do we find where he is?
We speak with Bainbridge.
Where's Bainbridge right now?
Bainbridge will be at the meeting.
Well, we're going to need to accelerate our timeline because we now believe that hunters are ahead of us.
We have the Harpy's phone number,
yeah,
correct?
you don't get for the heart.
So my character might call. I believe her name's Violet, right?
Violet Mary, yeah.
Violet Mary. I would like to call her.
Okay.
Maybe text would be more appropriate. Just an idea.
I'm old-fashioned. I
Alright.
don't know about texting.
Alright, yeah, that's fair.
Can't be obsequious in the
Were
same way
we
over
still? We
text.
were still at. We weren't at 9 digits still, right? We were typing on keyboards by 2012.
He has a,
Yeah,
he has a
yeah,
BlackBerry.
you got
Someone's
like
got a BlackBerry.
sidekicks. You got probably the state of the art
sidekick.
is like a BlackBerry or a sidekick.
Nokia. Is the Nokia flip phone?
The Nokia break.
You know what? No.
Nokia break
Nokia's
are
still-
gone.
Nokia is.
You know what? No, we help.
Nokia is fading by 2012 because
You know what
iPhones are rising.
You know what we have? We have fucking N gauges.
Oh god, that's a horrible, horrible thought. Yeah, it's like at 2 in the morning. You have So you want to call the Harpy?
We
Yes.
crash at like we have like
You have about
6
4
more
hours.
hours. 4
Yeah,
hours.
sunset is at this. Sunrise at this time of year is around 6:30. So if you want to get more juice out of the night, you have
Right. So my out of character, my thinking is, what we did last night is probably going to accelerate their timeline as well. Right? They know that we're being extremely violent. They know that we're not messing around. They can probably assume that we are going to figure out they're looking for the same things we're looking for. Since we've seen them, they know we saw them at the boat the first night with the goblet, and they know we were here.
Yeah.
I mean, if nothing else, we kind of have to warn the other people that we may have turned hunters onto them that are angry.
I'm just waiting for the phone to pick up.
Okay, I mean,
Rather than just going back to our homes and crashing for the night, I think if we could get one more quick call in.
So you get bounced a couple of people, but you eventually are talking to Violet Mary. Henry,
Pleasure to speak with you, Miss
how's your
Violet.
night going?
A bit hectic, but we'll live. Or
A dull evening is a night wasted.
Of course.
What to what do I owe the honor of this call?
I would owe you one if you could.
Ooh, music to my
Yes.
ears.
That's the most valuable lines in Kindred Society. If you could get Bainbridge to convince Sri Sansa to have a meeting with me.
You want to talk to the Tremere,
Yes.
Sri Sansa in particular.
Yes.
He's been a bit of a no-show at the last couple of functions.
Understandable. It's just in our talks with Christopher, David's sire, he mentioned
Nicholas.
Nicholas. He mentioned that Sri Sansa had some things in his collection that I'd be interested in trading for.
Doing a little wheeling and dealing, and even intro because
Yes.
Yeah.
Because he isn't public.
I guess you're got to start somewhere.
Yeah. You were just you are A pleasant person to converse with,
Oh, thank you.
and B, the most convenient person to converse with.
That second one, no woman likes to be called convenient.
Sorry for the poor choice of words.
I think I can see what I can do.
Would effective have been a better term? Most effective contact?
You're getting warmer.
Best choice of contact?
Pleasant.
Pleasant.
So you need an introduction to
Talented.
Sansa, a man who has been proven very socially shy as of late. But you want to make a deal, which is always helpful. Is there any phrase in particular that could be dropped that might lure him out? Bit of merchandise, a dollar value.
The Ministries of Dipdomania.
All right, I have no idea what that means, but that probably means it's valuable to him.
Yes. What did you say, Cody?
The Ministries of Dipdomania.
What does that mean?
The Church have set some of their relics from Egypt.
Yeah, don't you want to tell him that you want a ring?
Yes, that's what I have to offer. What I want is just a ring.
A ring. Okay. I'm not even going to ask its significance. You'll just play it under. If you know what you're doing, you'll play it. You'll keep it under your hat. That's fine. I'm just going to try to see what I can do to deliver a message. I'm very busy in the run up to Anne's gathering, but I think I can probably squeeze a few minutes in to shake some branches, see what falls out. No promises. But
Does she?
I try to be worth. I'll try to make the favor you owe me worth it.
Does she run the guest list for Anne's party, Cody?
I believe so. Is that Keeper of Elysium's role or the?
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Or might be within her jurisdiction.
You know that you saw Anne with a social secretary named Lady Scarlet, who is not the Harpy. So you know Anne has kind of a personal part, but like the Harpy would always be busy, would be trying to find trying to get good information on who's going to be there, who's not going to be there, what deals might be going down.
Yeah. So we have increased the Harpy's interest in what's going on, which means Queen Anne's going to know what we're doing to an extent.
She might know a little bit more.
Yes, but this seems worth it for a chance of conversing.
Well, if the social secretary can help us get an invite, a +1 for Gwenthilyn, we still have to get her an invite, right?
Yeah.
I mean, Gwenthilyn is invited.
Right. But if she shows up, she might just get killed.
But yeah, Gwenthilyn would like at the very least understanding from Anne that she's not going to get on the red list. That's not going to happen. Whatever was in the past is in the past. That's the subtext of, and I would like to be able to show up at the party.
Yeah.
Like I would like to be able to show my face and not have to worry that Anne's gonna go give off with her head in a dramatic and
Yes.
flamboyant moment.
So that's in flight, but we're not going to hear back tonight, probably.
Yeah.
Probably not.
Go to ground.
Yeah. We go to our havens.
So
Is there anything else you wanted to do tonight?
Sansa's dead.
How do you know?
He's disappeared. No one can get a hold of him. That song may have already ended.
He is a Tremere. They are very private. Secretive.
I think that
you were
the
correct.
Harpy would know if they were dead, wouldn't you think?
They should also know that there are hunters in their city.
That's
But
the
no one
sheriff's
has heard
job.
that song.
Yeah, that's true.
Queen Anne's rule might not be as orderly as she would like.
Might be a bit incompetent. Festering. Diseased. This is all off the phone, by the way. Because we are going to propose truthing on the phone. We're not stupid. We're dumb. We're not stupid.
I reserve the right to retcon this, but I don't think I would, or I will. Hugo will spend some time by himself. Before everything breaks up, he will inform you that he has spoken with the sheriff. Told him that he has the prisoner. And the sheriff has given Hugo the option. If Hugo is so, sheriff basically said, if Hugo is so interested is further interested in serving the city and making himself useful. Provided that no permanent damage is done, he's given Hugo permission to interrogate the prisoner, just to see what you can do. Again, don't break it. It's not yours, mentally or physically. But if if Hugo, or by extension, you guys can extract useful information, the sheriff has given you permission to do so.
Define break. I know.
So I give you, that is an option. You might think something. I know he's going to contact the sheriff. He might keep that under his hat, but I don't see Sam doing that. So if you want to interrogate, you probably can't interrogate him tonight because he's not going to be conscious. Because I don't think any of you have enough medicine to bring him around. Actually, no. You probably know what.
Get him up.
You probably know a couple of things that you could give him that will bring him out, regardless of the degree of concussion. The question is, if you want, he's likely to be more lucid if you let the whatever has happened kind of heal up a bit more naturally.
Question: do you want me to make him abreast of us, or are you going to send him a summary for what happened?
Sam?
Yeah.
Oh, we'll bring him up. You can bring him. There's nothing particularly. It won't be as nearly as dramatic a reveal as when you all showed up at Spork's doorstep. We got this body. What are we going to do with it?
Yeah,
There's no big revealers. Yeah, you can get him caught up to speed.
No, okay. So next week, if he's here, we'll do a quick, and then you'll discuss with him what he wanted to do during that time.
Yeah, that's just my kind of guess as to what he'll. If he doesn't, then we'll roll it back a little bit.
Yeah, cool. All right.
I know what the sheriff is going to say, and I think I can safely predict what Hugo would say.
We're calling it for tonight, right?
We don't have to. It's
okay.
9:21. If you want to if you want to do the interrogation tonight.
I would prefer he'd be here for that, just because we already missed a lot of action.
That is totally fine.
Yeah.
In that case, yes.
It feels very relevant to his character as well.
Yeah, I feel like this is a good
stuff.
We already kicked some ass. He missed that. I want him to be here for some other stuff.
So now let's do the house bookkeeping in the correct order.
Oh no! Right.
I have
remorse check. So
yes.
I believe this is 2 dice. You have 2 empty. You have humanity 7 and 1 stain, correct?
Correct.
Okay, so that would be 2 dice.
Get a success.
Success.
Okay.
Two successes.
You come to terms, and however David does so with what you did, in a way that does not simply ebb away at your humanity.
Well, no, I just look at the darkness of the streets and the depravity of humanity and realize that it was for the best.
Oh, thank God!
Did you make it?
I got 2 successes.
Yes.
Am I rolling for something? Or?
No, you don't have any stains as far as I can.
Oh, I know. Yes, Spork and him both.
You didn't fucking impart mental illness on people tonight.
No, you did not. No, yeah, you didn't. Yeah, I didn't. Yeah.
Anyone who checks the news late at night will find intermittent coverage. Like if you go to like BBC Local London. Coverage of an evolving situation at the British Museum. Authorities are not saying much, other than there was an incident possibly related to a fundraiser taking place at the museum. You'll see footage which eerily gives you the profound sense of deja vu when you see all the emergency vehicles lined up out front. But there's very little information that is publicly shared. But it is plastered all over the news that something very strange went down at the British Museum, and it's 2012, so you're going to have some people posting on Twitter. I heard that there was gunfire from a friend who was at the party. I heard from my friend who was doing catering that it wasn't the fire alarm there was a fire alarm, but it was a hoax. There's rumors are starting to swirl already because there was enough people there.
Are we getting any crazy supernatural rumors yet?
Not yet.
Anything
those you can't get off of Twitter or cable news.
Anything with a bear.
Oh, that's right. Bear. Okay, we're going to circle back on that. I want to ask Sam if he would stay as the bear to parade through the Great Hall. That's a choice Sam needs to make.
Yeah. No, fair. Question: when you look at documents on your iPad for this, would you use a specific PDF app to use?
I use the PDF reader built into the Google the OneDrive app.
Gotcha.
Which
okay.
is not great. I would not recommend it. It's just
No,
easy.
because I'm fucking around with other PDF
It's just easy and
readers
convenient.
on Android, and like
Right.
some of them are okay with editing, some aren't. Some don't like access Megasync, which is where I have a bunch of docs with, but they're both dry, so I'm trying to figure that out. So
With the adventure in the museum ends the first chapter of Fall of London. So everyone gains not just 2 experience points, but an additional 7.
Holy
So
cow!
do a little bit of extra experience at the end of the chapter.
some respectings in order.
And yes, that's the last thing. As I said at the beginning, after the first chapter is kind of a chance to respec. Now you had your characters do, you had to be able to take your characters through their paces, you know what they do, what their pools are, how they feel. That was kind of your last opportunity to futz around at a,
So last
with a broad brush and just kind of.
did we already add XP last week or no? I don't remember doing that.
I don't think you spent XP.
No, gain XP.
Oh yeah, you gain XP. We gain XP every day we use.
Yeah, I don't think I
Do you have a digital
marked
version of your character as a PDF, or are you just using your character sheet?
I'm editing.
So you said we have 42, right? Does
What
42
active
sound
user
right?
your character?
I would have to go look up exactly how many
Okay,
sessions we have.
I'm on a
but-
laptop.
But
Yeah,
I trust
there's
you.
an Acrobat
I-
app for
I think I
Android,
forgot
but
to add 2
me.
XP last week. I'm not
Okay.
positive, but I think so.
Okay. I mean, it wouldn't take much for me to just go into
Yeah.
Discord and figure
Yeah.
out how many sessions you did.
Game everyone.
Yeah.
Thank you
So
very much,
what did-
Zander.
How
Good
did
to see
people
you.
feel about the first big action set piece? Too
That
slow,
was-
too fast.
I like that style.
You want to use that style?
I like
Okay,
that
it worked.
style.
I gotta remember to put the brakes on asking people to roll. Like, get all the information,
Yeah.
figure it out, get all the actions. I think it works pretty well.
That was fun as hell. I like that.
Okay.
I need to get
Then
some.
we'll,
I
then
need
we'll
to.
stick with that.
I need to get some strength
It
and
was-
some other skills.
It was good. It was a good kind of vampire version of that thing. It was violent. It was bloody. People died. There were stains.
Yeah.
VTM doesn't have a combat system. It has a violence system.
That's absolutely true.
Real,
It has a violent system.
real quick, in terms of just like, I just want to gauge this. You're pro bringing him back. Spork wants to do drugs.
I don't think he's gone.
No, I don't either. Where we're divided as characters
In
here.
the hat.
What we're divided here is whether or not it's a good idea to bring him back. You're obviously full force into it. You were.
I believe that he has created yet another sophisticated, brilliant, enlightened maze to help guide us to a future that we all need to embrace.
And I got deeply abused by 2 kindred and thinking of in imagining a god level version of this. I'm guessing I have some memory of.